There you have it, goodies, the recipe that you have been asking for in like forever on your table. Seafood baked mac and cheese. Fast, easy, and simple. If you are new and here watching me cooking up this seafood baked mac and cheese that you have requested, be sure that you have subscribed. If you have not already, be sure to do so. Turn your notification settings on so you will always be reminded whenever I upload a brand new video. Now, are you ready to see me cook this recipe? Well, come on and let's get started.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari. Why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but you owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him what you forget. Turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Okay, my good up love bug goodies. Make we jump right into the recipe. And we're gonna talk about all of the good ass things that you're gonna need to make the recipe turn up mad loud in the kitchen as always, right? Yes, I saw the thing set. No, you want your shrimp, right? But you want to make sure that your shrimp is nice and clean. Make sure you kill a little itsy bitsy something away in the shrimp before you even attempt to cook it, right? I have about a pound of shrimp right there. Me love shrimp in my one. You can't go with less or more, right? Your kitchen, your choice. Now I'm gonna have my crab meat right there, so I'm gonna have my lobster right there, so I have to be confessing to you guys, this is kind of expensive, right? But yeah, if you're looking for the husband or the wifey, and this is a recipe you have to go turn for. No, as far as the shrimp go, right, make it taste nice, because I don't want to put my shrimp in my thing with it no season and flavor though. So I'm gonna just add some Old Bay season to it. You can add all-purpose season, you can add fish season, you can add seafood season, any kind of season where you want to add in it, go ahead and do so. And mix up and blend the thing right so. Just like that, and set this aside. Okay, goodie. Other things that you're gonna need is onions. I love red onions in mine. You don't have to use red onions. You could use whatever kind of onion you want, but I love onion and I like a lot of onion in mine, right? So I'm gonna go with my red onion. That is one large onion chopped. I'm going to also add lots of garlic to it. Some thyme, butter, and this is what I'm going to be using to get my pasta going. Use whatever kind of pasta that you like. As always, your kitchen, your choice. You're also going to need some kind of a milk base. I'm using heavy whipping cream for this. Come on, I want it creamy. You can also add regular milk or any kind of milk of your choice. Almond milk, cow's milk, goat milk, sheep milk, any kind of milk, use that. Now goodie, these are my cheese of choice. I'm using Parmesan cheese, Swiss cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, and mozzarella cheese. Now you can switch it up and use the cheese where you like, but these are some of the many cheeses that I like to use, and this is what I'm going with today, alright? Make it your own. Now y'all, I'm going to add some salt, just a little bit here and there. Of course, I'm going to need black pepper for sure, some flour to thicken up the mix up something, cilantro, and that is optional. You could go with whatever that you like, but I like the flavor from the cilantro that it gives to the meal, so I'm going to add that to it. You could add parsley, whatever you like, could leave it out, but yeah, we're going this route. And then I'm gonna add some seasoned breadcrumbs, and you're gonna see how I'm gonna incorporate that thing there. You ready for cook? Let's cook. Okay, y'all, I have about 5 to 6 cups of water in that pot right there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and add about 4 to 5 cups of macaroni because I'm cooking for a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil to it because I don't want those pasta to stick. And then salt to give it flavor. Give this about 7 to 8 minutes tops to cook on stove top. You take it out the fire and then you run cold water on this, or you add ice cubes to it because you want to start the cooking process, okay? So that's all this go. Okay, goodies, let's start cooking. I have my pot there going, and I'm gonna add about 6 tablespoons of butter to that pot. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. And I'm going to add that red onions to it. And we're just going to make sure this combine really, really well. Melt nice, and let that onion saute real good with the garlic. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my flour in, and y'all, all the amount, whatever I'm using right here, will be down in the description box. So make sure y'all go ahead and check that out, okay? Do not panic, they are there. You want to allow the butter and the flour and everything to combine and let that flour cook for about a minute or two. Or two, it's time to add our heavy cream to it. So I'm adding about 2.5 cups of heavy cream to it, and like I said, depending on how much you're cooking for, you might need more or less. Make sure that you're stirring really well, so that way as soon as it starts to thicken, it not have no lumps in it, right? We don't need no lumps. I'm going to go ahead and add some thyme to it, a little bit of black pepper for added flavor, and a little bit of cilantro. And like I said, guys, the cilantro is optional. Now y'all know how I feel about flavor, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and add some all-purpose season to it. You could add Old Bay season, any kind of season where you have around the house. You just go ahead and add that to it. So in goes my all-purpose seasoning. And as you can see, it is starting to thicken up, and that's exactly what we are looking for right there. Y'all know me like flavor, you know. Me extra when me a cook in my kitchen. Okay, y'all, you see how nice and thick that is? That's exactly how I want it to be. It's time to add my cheese in. So I'm gonna add that mozzarella to it, the Swiss cheese, and that Parmesan, honey. You want to turn your fire off. As soon as you put your cheese in, you turn the stove off. Turn off the fire, turn it off. That looks really, 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 really good. See that? That's exactly how you want your cheese to be looking. Then you go ahead and put your pasta in. And get it all up in there like that. You want to make sure, y'all, that you have enough of that good cheese in there, because it's going to give it an amazing taste. The best baked seafood pasta you could ever have. Okay, y'all, the first thing I'm going to do is get some of that goodness down the bottom of my container. And just kind of spread it out like that. Then you want to go in and add your lobster to it. Some of that good crab meat, and I love me some crab meat. And then you put your shrimp on. And like I said, be generous with the shrimp. Whatever you like, or any amount that you like, you go ahead and you put that thing on there. Then you add the last layer on top. And spread that out on top of that. That thing looks so good, y'all. And the smell is off the charts. And just repeat the same steps. Just get your crab meat and your lobster and your shrimp. all over that good stuff. You want to go back in with your favorite cheese. So I'm using my Swiss, so I'm going to get that Swiss all up in there. A little bit of Parmesan, some of that good mozzarella. And last, I'm going to add some of that sharp cheddar cheese just to give it a little bit of color. And just to make it nice and pretty, I'm going to add some cilantro on top, like that. And last but not least, top it off with some breadcrumbs, my seasoned breadcrumbs. Just sprinkle it a little on top. It's going to give it that nice little crunchy, slight little crunchy on top. And I'm telling you, this is amazing. Pop it in your preheated oven at 375 degrees. Bake for 35 minutes. Covered, nice and tight. Pop it in the oven, and when I come back, 35 minutes, this is going to be done. And here we go. We are all done here. Look at that. There you have it, guys. I'm all done. It was fast, it was easy, and it was simple. This right here is one of those recipes that you have to try. Don't forget to subscribe now and turn on that post notification settings. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm going to let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time to eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.